Hello everybody! Welcome to another episode of Sieglin's Proving Grounds. Today, for the last time, unfortunately, I am here on the Rogue. This time, we're going to do Assassination. This spec, I played a lot in Mist of Pandaria. I did. I think I might have said that I played Subtlety in Mist of Pandaria, but not as much as I played in Assassination. I really like the way this spec feels. I think the reason I picked it was when I was leveling my rogue, I always felt energy starved, and so the idea of like 20 additional energy or whatever Assassination gave was really appealing to me because I felt like I was always energy starved. Lo and behold, suffice to say, I was still energy starved even after I picked Assassination, but I definitely felt myself enjoying the spec a little bit more. And once I got to level 90 and started playing it a little bit more seriously, I really found myself enjoying the spec a lot more than Subtlety. This is not to say that Assassination is still my favorite rogue spec. Like I said in the Subtlety video, that is definitely my favorite rogue spec and one of my most favorite specs in general. Assassination is still really fun though. And I looked through, because I didn't level as Assassination through WoD, I looked through the passives and I cannot believe Slice and Dice is always active now as a passive. That blows my mind. That makes the spec like just really easy, in my opinion, not having to pay attention to Slice and Dice. But you know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into talents and glyphs here. For the first row, I think Shadow Focus is your best bet because, well, actually, let me preface this by saying I'm only going to go into the talents that I think are absolutely necessary or that I think need justification. There aren't too many of those because everything else is really utility or defensive based, and it's really your personal preference. Like especially the level 6 hero. If you watch my other two rogue videos, I'm in Cloak and Dagger just because I like how I feel like Cloak and Dagger is really fun, and it works really well with Subtlety. It actually works pretty well with combat too. Though for Assassination, I definitely feel like Burst of Speed is the way to go. But that's just my playstyle. That's how I play the spec, so I'm used to Burst of Speed with Assassination. That's why I'm in it. It's entirely up to you for most of these rows what you want to do. What I will say for the first row, Shadow Focus is actually better than Subterfuge because of how energy demanding Assassination is. And that's also why I have Venom Rush, because it increases the energy regeneration rate by 5% per enemy poison. And like I say in my last two videos, my combat and subtlety rogue videos, every single row except every single wave except wave 2 has 3 enemies to be poisoned at once. So, and then Mark for Death I think is necessary because you're killing things so fast and so often that you will always have, you know, Mark for Death off cooldown basically. You can get 2 5-pointed venoms in a row, which is really nice, really powerful. For glyphs, I think Glyph of Energy will be good. This is my first take, so if it ends up being awkward but I still succeed, then, you know, obviously you can play around with different things. I might mention something that I thought would have been better, but this is my first take, so I'm going to stick with Glyph of Energy here, see how that feels. And of course, Glyph of Deadly Momentum, like I said with Mark for Death, it's gonna, you're never gonna, actually, wait. I should have changed this beforehand because Deadly Momentum isn't necessary if Slice and Dice is passive. I was so shocked that Slice and Dice was passive that I totally forgot about Deadly Momentum. I'm just gonna switch to Cheap Shot, that's what I'm used to, so whatever. Poisons and fall off, cool. And then Glyph of Garrote, again, good against those mystics, and I do use Garrote a lot as Assassination. I don't know if it still restores your energy like it used to, but you know, it'll just be habitual for my rotation anyway. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into Proving Grounds gold damage for Assassination. This first wave, I'm not gonna kill the Amber Weaver, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Slayer over here. Take him out. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the Amber Weaver. He's going to go down easily. Oh yeah, this Glyph of Energy feels really nice. I mean, I know I was killing them fast, so Rupture was restoring a lot of energy to me, but still feels really nice. For this next wave here, I'm going to go ahead and stun the Banana Tosser so he can't get away. I'm going to go ahead and kidney shot him after the cheap shot ends. And he's going to just lay down and die. And so does the Amber Weaver. The reason I wanted to stun the Banana Tosser was so that he would stand right in front of the Amber Weaver, and the globule that the Amber Weaver was casting would explode on them both, thus preventing the Banana Tosser from moving and preventing the Amber Weaver from casting the globule. Also making them both take increased damage, which is nice. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and silence the Mystic. And then go ahead and immediately switch to the Banana Tosser. I used Kidney Shot on the Banana Tosser. I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. I'll get over it. And then I went ahead and just switched to the Mystic because he was going to cast soon. While the Banana Tosser was stunned, so he wasn't going to run away. So I switched to the Mystic because I knew he was going to cast his heal soon. And he did, so I just interrupted it and killed the Banana Tosser afterwards. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and gouge the Amber Weaver. I mean the Mystic. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch to the Banana Tosser. As soon as I see the Mystic start casting, I'm going to go ahead, run back to him and interrupt him. And then kill the Banana Tosser. And then switch to the Mystic, and he goes down. For this next wave, this is where Mark for Death really comes in handy. I'm going to be using it on just about everything I kill here, and it's going to be, it's going to make the what's it called? The flow of this wave really, really clean. As you can see, I switched to the Banshee as soon as it popped up because that's what you have to do, because otherwise they will explode and wipe your progress. And you know, using Mark for Death on them really helps because you can get you can quickly build 5 points for your Rupture, and then use Mark for Death to get a 5-point Envenom off on them right afterwards. So you basically just go back to full energy. It's really nice. For this wave, I'm just going to go ahead and do some damage to the Vermins first. That way the Mystics will heal the Vermins instead of themselves. And since it's an AoE wave, obviously, the Vermins have much less health than the Mystics, so it's really not a big deal if the Mystics get, or the Vermin, sorry, get healed compared to if the Mystics get healed. The reason I was focusing more on the Mystics and more on the Vermin than the Mystics at the end there was because I was actually just feeling kind of energy starved, so I wanted to get some 5-point Ruptures off. For this wave, I'm going to go ahead and blind the Mystic right off the bat, and then kill the Banana Tosser. He's going to go down really quickly. Then I'm going to go ahead and switch to the Guardian here, but the Banshee pops up, so I'm actually going to switch to him and kill him. Guardian goes down without a fight. And then now I'm going to switch to the Mystic. I'm going to back up so the globule doesn't explode on me, and then I'm going to go ahead and kill the Mystic. Now, usually I know when the Banshee's coming up, but I actually killed the Mystic really fast, so yeah, the Banshee did not pop up before I killed the Amber Weaver, so that was okay. And here's the Banshee. Usually I kite the globule, the last globule from the Amber Weaver, right into the Banshee there, and you know that makes the Banshee take increased damage. He goes down really quickly, but I cleared that wave so fast that I had time to kill the Amber Weaver before the Banshee came out. There was really no point in not doing that. For this wave, I'm going to go ahead and kill the Amber Weavers first. Pretty sure it's what you're supposed to do, but you know, I don't know. And then I'm going to go ahead and focus on the Shah. But I'm not really going to like do anything fancy here. Like, okay. Just going to, you know, do a normal damage rotation on him. because he's taking 50% reduced damage right now through his shield, and you know, I don't want to be wasting like cooldowns or anything while he's taking less damage. So I'm just gonna chill out while he's got his shield up. So now his shield is down, so I'm gonna go ahead and well, I was gonna pop Vendetta, but I don't know. It looks like he might be going down here. I did use Mark for Death though. I did save that until after his shield fell. So that was, I guess that's what what you want to do when you want to turn up the damage on him. So for this wave, I started off with a Garrote on the Mystic just so he couldn't cast, and then I started hitting the Banana Tosser, got a Rupture on him, and I knew the Mystic was going to cast, so when I saw him cast, I switched to him and gave him a nice kidney shot. And he's stunned, then I killed the Banana Tosser. Now I'm just hitting the Shah, but Banshee spawned, so I wanted to take care of him. If you want to do that, as soon as that Banshee comes out, go ahead and take care of him. Now I'm going to use Mark for Death again on the Shah once his, because his barrier's down now. Should be okay here. Should have plenty of time to take him out. Yep, he goes down. For this next wave, I'm going to go ahead and start with a Shah. Just start wailing on him with Berserking. Even though he's taking 50% reduced damage, 80% is better than 50%, so... And I use both Berserkings on this wave anyway, so I'm really not hurting anything if I go ahead and just use one through his shield, because the second one won't last, or won't fall off before his shield comes back up again. So there's really no point in waiting for it, using the first Berserking. In this wave anyway. It's worth not using Berserking in any other wave. And there's the Banshee, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to him, take him out. I'm going to pick up Berserking because I know that when the Banshee dies, it's almost time for the shield to come down. I'm going to go ahead and vanish so I can get an ambush off on him. Just going to go ahead and going to actually use Vendetta here. Use Mark for Death. Take him out insanely fast. Assassination hurts. Holy crap. Wow. I don't remember Assassination being this strong in Mop, but I ain't complaining. That was nice and easy. I think a lot of it was the Glyph of Energy, honestly. Especially its synergy with Venom Rush. I did not feel energy starved at all until what wave was it? The wave 5 with the Vermin. That was the first wave I felt energy starved, and it's because I guess they didn't. I guess Assassination doesn't have random knives anymore. I did not know that. I didn't know all we had was Crimson Tempest now, like combat. But yeah, anyway, it's no big deal. Like I said, Assassination, one of my it's definitely my second favorite road spec, right below Subtlety, and it's really easy too. Like it's not like combat where it's stupid easy. It requires definitely some thought still, but it's a lot easier to pick up than Subtlety, I feel. So I like Assassination. I feel like it's a pretty good starting point for a rogue, and pretty good in the Proving Grounds. Obviously, I like the dispatch for kind of an execute, and how like that worked out with the Shah. Like right when I felt myself getting energy starved on the Shah, dispatch would come up. I would be able to execute him, and that was always nice. So yeah, go ahead and leave a comment if this video helped you out. I know it was kind of a commentary-wise, it was a little lower quality than my other videos, but like I said, this was my first take. Assassination, very easy, not much to it in the Proving Grounds. But yeah, go ahead and leave a comment if this video helped you out. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm going to be doing all the damage specs of all the classes, getting gold in the Proving Grounds. And gonna go ahead. I've definitely decided to do doing it wrong for everything as well. For everything as in tanks, doing tanks in damage gold, because I've noticed that on my blood DK and on my Prot Warrior, the damage is really high for both of them. So I imagine it won't be too difficult to do it on on all the tank classes. So yeah, do all the things I mentioned, and I'll